Alright, hi everybody. I'm going to make a quick video on how to use this controller you're bidding on in eBay, and I'll just get right into it. So as you've probably seen from the photos, you have your trigger stops. You have a screw here and here to press down the trigger more. I'll show you in a bit what exactly it does. It's to create a hairpin trigger. And you have your A button on the back here and your B button. So and you can push these down as a normal button, or you can push directionally down, left or right or up on it, and it will still select. So it's a normal button and some. And just to show you what this hairpin trigger does, I'm trying to having a hard time getting my camera to focus. Of course. So the more you unscrew this, the further the trigger comes out. As you can see, it's coming out now further and further. So the point of this is to get to the point where you're not firing the gun, but as soon as you push the button, you're firing quicker. So let's get into a video and I'll show you what I mean. So we'll use A here to select auto assign. Okay. So I want to get to the point where I'm just about to fire. So you'll see what happens when I screw it in too far. If I screw this in too far, I'll start firing because I pushed it down too far. We don't want that. So let's reload. So we want to get just to the point where we're about to fire. Okay, so back it out just a little bit. So there's perfect there. And again, as far as aiming, we want to get it just to the point where we're about to aim. So we'll push this down further. Okay, so there I started aiming. So we'll back it out. So now we're barely, as you can see, we're barely pushing it. Can't believe my camera's actually focusing, but that's what we want on both sides. We're barely any trigger pull. So as you can see, let's try to get here. Call of Duty, it seems like every gun is similar, so it has the same kind of trigger pull. But Battlefield, for instance, does not. So when I use this setup in Battlefield, I'm not sure if you can see it. You can see it in the photos, all the better photos. In Battlefield, I actually have to. Oh, I need to unscrew it here. Give me a second. Battlefield, I actually need to take out the washer and have just the nut. Now you don't want to lose that washer, but if you do, you can go to any home improvement store and find it. Also, you do not want to force the screw in here. If it does not go in nicely, you're doing it wrong. See, I can't get. Hold on, sorry. I gotta look at it from my side. That's why. There we go. Not playing nicely with me at first, but now it is. Should just ease in there. It shouldn't be super tough to push, and then you do not want to over tighten these because it's plastic and this is metal. Okay, I've been firing the entire time. So this is the setup I have to use for Battlefield. The reason why is because it will actually prevent me from sprinting even if I'm not firing. So I have to take the washer out. As you can see, I'll just run around, jump around a little bit using my back buttons just to show you how it works. It's very easy to use. Run is super easy to slam down on people. I'm not doing this online right now because I don't feel like trashing my KD, even though I'm not the best. But so that's pretty much it as far as using it. The functionality of it. I really enjoyed it. It's improved my KD a lot. So, let's say you have a game you want to play that does not involve shooting. You want to play a racing game. Very easy. You just take these right back out. And use the controller as normal. You'll also have to, obviously, since you have the buttons pressed down a little bit, you'll have to back out the screws used for the hairpin trigger. So you'll have to back these out a little bit to bring the controller trigger all the way back up. Sorry, to bring this trigger pull all the way back out. To do the same here. And then you're ready to use it as a normal controller. Just to note, it is a bit difficult to pull the battery cover out. Like right now, I would not pull the battery cover out. Two things I would suggest: either screwing this in as far as you can help you. You might not be able to do that. You're gonna have to pull them out. You're gonna have to pull out the screws completely to put the battery on. But if you're like me and you have a rechargeable battery, you're only gonna have to do this one time, and then you can just pull out the battery as normal. Put it in, secure it in there, and just put the set screw right back in. Again, you do not want to force this in there. You want to, I'm going to try and do this with I just want to show you. It's going to be tight, but you do not want to force it in a direction where it should not go. As you can see there, it didn't like the first way I was putting it in. It's going to be tight, but like I said, it's probably, you're going to screw it in an upward diagonal direction. It seems a little bit difficult, but once you get the hang of it, you'll see how easy it is to use. But you know, if you're only using this controller for like Call of Duty or Battlefield, you'll never have to really change it around, which is good. You really don't want to be doing that all the time, taking these out. So if you have if you're only using regular batteries, I would suggest getting some rechargeable batteries or the Xbox recharger or Xbox battery with the recharging cable, because that's going to really ensure that you're not pulling these in and out very frequently, which you do not want to be doing. These, however, you can swap in and out. It'll probably get to a point where you can start using your hands to screw them in the more you use it, which I suggest doing as well. So there we go. So I can screw this one in with my hand and hand tighten it. And then if you need to, just finish it off with the Allen key. Like I said, do not want to over tighten it though. Just get it to the point where it's good and secure in there, and you're ready to go. That's it. That's all I have for you. It's a really neat controller. The functionality, you're not in here looking at this controller for cosmetics, but you'll see from the photos that these two screws, they're not necessarily the best looking, but like I said, this controller is for functionality. It's not for cosmetics. This will dramatically increase your KD, and it takes the latency out of the time you see an enemy until the time you're actually firing. So, alright, that's it. If you have any questions, shoot me an email on eBay and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks, everybody.